Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to the video today. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video, and I'm going to be channeling my blue avian spirit guide, Benjamin. And I really enjoy channeling him. He's pretty, vibrant, and he has good sense of humor. And I've had a lot of incarnations with him as well. And I also just like connecting to blue avians sometimes that aren't super high vibrational, or some ETs in general. If I'm going to talk to like a ninth dimensional or higher, blue avian or ET, it's a little intense, and it's not enjoyable all the time to connect with them. It's more enjoyable usually to connect with something that's closer to my vibrational frequency, like my blue avian spirit guide. He's like in the 4th and 5th dimension mostly, and that's where I incarnated as a blue avian in those type of dimensions, around those type of dimensions. And those are just more comfortable. It feels more human to me because I can connect with it. I can relate to it a little bit more. When it's really high vibrational, it's a little intense, and you're like, oh God, all right, you're barely hanging on for dear life because these energies, they're amazing, but they're a little intense. And I might channel some higher dimensional blue avians in the future, and maybe even later on this video. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of energy comes in. But he didn't tell me what he was going to talk about today, which doesn't always happen. Sometimes they're like, oh, I want to talk about this or that. A lot of times they just leave you in the dust, and they're like, would you just go ahead and start channeling on there, and we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get down into the channeling. If you want to feel his energy, it's just a blue avian energy, and I like feeling him. He's very just humorous and pretty chill. I just like him. They have more like human facial expressions because they're closer to our vibrational frequency. They can resonate a little bit more with us than other types of ETs, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and quiet my mind a little bit and see what he has to say. He's like greeting all of you, and he's like just smiling, and he has like this like twinkle in his eye sort of, and he's just kind of like poking his head through, like, what's going on over here, sort of thing, like that. I've noticed he has a kind of a beak, and it's like orange or yellow. Some people see it in different colors, but I sometimes see it in different colors, but those are the main colors that I see it. And he just kind of pokes his head around, and it is pretty funny sometimes. He's just kind of laughing. So I feel him coming in real strong here now, and he's really wanting to lift and say an important message. He's talking about being who you are and just letting down those barriers and becoming who you are so that you can chase whatever you want in your life, like your dreams. He's talking about like spreading your wings. That's what he's doing. He's just like spreading his wings. He's like, just take flight. Wow. He's making some parallels within my life. He says, when people are more sensitive souls, sometimes it's harder for them to take flight here on Earth. We have to ground, a lot of us, especially I did, especially a lot of our younger generation is very ungrounded here in this Earth plane. It's hard to get grounded here on Earth sometimes because of all the technology, the society. It's very ungrounding at times, or different locations. He's saying as sensitive souls, we get like down at times, and we suppress ourselves with whether it's drugs or video games or certain things because of what society has told us, or just how we feel here on Earth. We don't know how to cope with it. It's very, very hard for a lot of us. He's putting this thing in my mind where our generation is so different than the last generation, than our parents' generation. It's like almost like times are changing very, very fast. And what they were told while growing up is completely different than how we are supposed to live our lives now. We're just totally different type of people in a totally different type of generation and a different society. It's completely different, and it's changing very, very fast. And I'm assuming he's talking about this pandemic, and after this pandemic, things in our society are going to be changing like that, like really, really fast. He's just kind of smiling, and he's very like positive about this, about our generation just suppressing ourselves at times because just to be able to be here on Earth. He says that's not going to last forever. There's going to be a breaking point. There's a breaking point in everyone. You can't suppress your inner being for so long until it just comes out. Your creativity, that love, and who you are. He's saying this is a pivotal moment in this lifetime, this time on Earth. This is a huge moment for my generation and for people that are older, just to be able to let down those barriers, go within, and come out a new person, like starting fresh almost. Starting fresh. This is like a great time to do it here on Earth. It's the beginning of the Christ consciousness on Earth, the birth, the rebirth. I forgot what other terms they call it. He's saying it will take time to shed our layers, to shed our feathers. Whether it's this lifetime or the next lifetime. I feel what he's saying is a lot of us in my generation, even, it's just sometimes we may awaken in this lifetime, we may not, but this is still a pivotal moment in our soul's path, because this is a huge lifetime for us. Even if we don't necessarily awaken, we will shed many, many layers, and as well as into the next lifetime. I feel like if we don't awaken in this lifetime, a lot of us are going to awaken in our next lifetime here on Earth. He's saying in our next lifetime, the next lifetime of most of us here on Earth, the people that are awakening won't be in the minority anymore. They won't be the quote weird ones. He's saying in our next lifetime, the next lifetime of most of us here on Earth, the people that are awakening won't be in the minority anymore. They won't be the quote weird ones. He's like almost like understanding with empathy, I'm feeling, about how our generation is doing. It's very hard for a lot of us. Very, very hard. And he's alluding to this being like a catalyst for us. These hard times, it's being a huge catalyst for us. This pandemic, especially. and like going down, suppressing ourselves, and this is just shedding layers faster and faster. All of this, building that depth within us so that we can go forth and we can be authentic in this world, this brand new world that's creating itself right before our eyes. We are the ones creating it. He's saying we no longer have to be that fake version of ourselves and put those masks on all the time. We no longer have to do that. There's no need for that on Earth anymore. He's like, I feel it's like almost as there was a need for it on Earth before, so that you could hide behind something, or because people would not like you for who you are, you know? It's like a defense mechanism. It was needed here on Earth. But now, he's saying that the energy has flipped. It's at a tipping point of where people that are authentic and who they aren't going to be seen as weird anymore. They're going to find their groove in life. They're going to manifest more abundance, manifest more people that are like them around them, and having a more high vibrational, amazing life. It's like up and up and up. And the people that have this, putting on this show, this fakeness, that's going to go, it's not going to go well for them until they wake up to who they are, or you show who they are. He's saying, he loves individuality. He loves, I'm like that too. And me and my spirit guide, Benjamin, we've been friends our soul's been friends for a long time on Earth here, and also as Blue Avians. And we love just being individuality and being different, and just, being who we are, eccentric, being who we are. It's all about, that's what I feel like life is all about sometimes. You don't want to be a sheep, or be the same all the time. No one really wants that. It's just, that's what it's kind of like here on Earth sometimes. You're like, wow, this is kind of boring. I want to just express myself somehow, just express myself. I just want to let it out. And that's why it stands out when you let it out here on Earth. That expressiveness, who you are, that creativity, it stands out a huge amount. And for the bad or for the worse. And sometimes, since our society, I guess, is kind of closed off at times, closed-minded, when someone acts out like that, it prompts people that are holding everything in to act out in a weird way. And sometimes it just looks weird. But also, when you're holding all this in, holding who you are in all the time, it can manifest in bad ways most of the time. Whether it's addictions, whether it's, being very egotistical. That's what happens when you just suppress who you are for longer periods of time. Everyone does it. I've done it in the past. I do it all the time. But sometimes if you just do it for so long and keep everything in all the time, it can be very exhausting and depressing. I'm asking if he wants to say anything else. Anyways, thanks for watching. This was really fun with my spirit guide, Benjamin. If you liked it, please comment and like and subscribe. And I have a lot of different stuff in the description that you guys might want to check out. There's a new course coming out, the Mediumship 102 course. It's going to be really exciting. We're going to have a lot of people in it. Everyone's going to learn how to channel. And we're going to learn how to quiet our mind and really tune into the energy around us, tune into the energy within us. And it's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited to see all of you there and help teach in the course. Kristen Davies is also going to be teaching the course. She's going to be running the course. Go to her website. It will be in the description. Ashley Cunningham. And also I will be teaching in the course and going live with you guys, and we will be practicing together. And it's all a journey. So thank you all for subscribing and watching my channel. It means everything to me. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great day.